Good morning, campers.
Hi, campers.
We are so excited to be with you today. I'm Junior Counselor Devin.
I'm Carla.
And we are here at Echo Lake. And Carla's going to teach me all about echoing.
Echo stitching is just a great way to accentuate or emphasize applique or quilting design, but it also can help you as you're quilting along with a pantograph, get you to a new area where you can grow and expand. Get you out of some jams at times. We're going to have some drills today, and we're going to practice echo quilting.
I'm so excited. Now, I'm a total novice. I have not done any quilting. Is this going to be an advanced technique, or is this something that I'm going to be able to do?
No, very simple. We're going to start out very basic, very simple, but I'm going to challenge Devin, because that's what we're here at camp to learn, is to challenge ourselves and grow as quilters. So, yeah, it's going to start out easy, but boy, you're in for some hard work. And you know what? By the end, I know Devin's going to be excited about what he's able to do and how he's able to accomplish that. You know what? He can teach the next segment himself.
Oh, I don't know if I'm there yet, but I'm ready to start. I'm ready to learn.
All right, so let's get started. So I sat down and started thinking about what would it take to start out very basic and very easy.
That's what I need, yes.
We're going to start out with just straight lines, but not only just the straight lines. So we're going to go across it, and echo quilting is just a repeat stitch. So we're going to start out with the straight line here, go across, come back and forth, trying to keep it as even as possible. So how do you keep it even without marking on your quilt? Well, we're going to use our quilting foot as our guide. So the back and the front are going to space our lines as we're stitching across evenly. So that's what
I thought I was going to need a ruler or something.
No, and not with this one. Echo quilting that's one of the benefits, that you really don't have to mark up your quilt unless you really want to. I'm going to have him do it diagonally as well. And then we're going to change it up just a little bit, okay? Because I'm going to challenge you. Then we're going to start with waves, and we're going to do the waves on a diagonal. And then we're going to jump into a little more complicated design, but Devin's up for the challenge, so let's give him a good workout. So I'm going to just mark on the quilt a square. And this is a blue pen, so sorry about that. Didn't have a lot to work with as I was coming, so you can see that. Square right there.
Wow, you're so good at freehanding squares, Carla.
I'm trying to be better at freehanding. So there's our diagonal. But we're going to practice first on a piece of paper, because I want him to understand the movements and I want him to practice control. So I brought some blank paper here.
Okay.
And we'll draw our squares on it. And we'll both practice together, okay? I will let you have this marker here, okay?
Thank you.
And I will use this one here, but there's a way I want you to hold your pen or your marker as you get to the machine, because we don't want to hold it down here, because that's not how we're holding our machine. Okay, we want to hold it up here away from it, because that's where we're standing. We want to practice good posture, but we don't want to be so anal and so tight, okay? But we do want to learn control as we're moving along. So I want you to just start right here on this top line. We'll say that's the ditch line. So you've pieced your square, so we're going to start on the ditch line, and we're just going to stand up. And if I'm trying to show you with my camera going down, but I wanted you to keep it straight up and down as possible, because that's how we're standing. Come down a little bit and move back across, trying to keep it as stable as possible, and then just come back and across, trying to keep it as even as you can. Look at how good he's doing.
Well, it's a little rickety, but I'm trying.
But it's not so easy, but it's not that difficult.
You start to get the hang of it a little bit.
Yeah, you do, and so you can go a little faster. And sometimes going a little faster really helps. But we're going to stop right there, because look how good. I'll just show you how well he did. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to take that and we're going to add that element of starting on a diagonal.
Okay.
So with the diagonal, it's a little different. So we're just going to come up, start up with your pen straight, and then move across and then come down to the diagonal, and we're just going to come down just a little bit on that ditch line, and we want to make it as even as possible, and then we're just going to go back up. come across, down, come across, whoops, sorry, yeah, there. And then we'll get to that corner, and then we'll go diagonal, diagonal. And now we're in the corner, so we want to come across our ditch line to get up out of it, and we want to go up.
This is kind of therapeutic in itself.
It's a lot of fun.
drawing the lines.
Yeah, nice job. See, you've got this.
Oh, good.
That's half the battle, okay? Just thinking about it. Okay, just hold it up and go back and forth and draw back and forth.
So I'm doing this,
Hold
the
it
straight
straight up,
across
yeah, and I'm gonna
first.
pull that out of the
Okay.
way, okay? Okay, that's what camp is all about, is learning new techniques and doing them over and over until you get it right. All right, so do you know how to turn the machine on?
I'll need a
I'm
refresher.
going to show you, okay? Give you a refresher. So we're going to start up here, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to let you pull the threads up. So we're going to insert the needle, and then we're going to bring it back up, and then we're going to pull up our bottom thread. Really important, Devin, because we don't want any dangling threads down below. So I'm going to let you move it up here to this corner, right here, and do it.
So I'm just
Using this button here, insert it, hold on to this thread here. Yeah, so you'll have to swap hands there. There you go. And then push it one more time. As you're holding onto this thread, pull the machine away and see how it pulls that tail up. It's pulling that tail up. We're going to grab that tail and then we're going to move back, okay? So now, to anchor the stitch, we're going to do a couple single stitches to anchor it. And I don't know if I've ever shown you guys really how to anchor your stitches as you're free motion quilting. On the automation, it automatically does it. It's called a tie-off stitch, okay? So we want to move our needle right over here to where it's pulled up. That little mark right there. And then you're going to do a couple stitches, okay? Just really close. And that anchors it, okay?
Great.
Now, to turn it on, you just push this button here, the big button there, and then you have to hold it down and start moving across.
I'm just following.
Yeah, just follow the lines that you drew. There you go. Now, use your foot as your guide. This time we're using our foot, not our lines, okay?
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
you
come
have
down.
the bottom of the foot kind of go on the line.
Right. Or the back of the foot running across the back. And
So remind me, why is it called an echo stitch? What are we
because
echoing?
it's a repeat stitch, okay? So when you're echoing, you get that vibration of that echo, and it's a repeat stitch. There you go. Yeah. So you're just going to use your foot right there. Okay. Okay. And then turn it off right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull our threads forward and cut it, okay? So pull it to make a tail. Actually, I'm going to give it a little tail right there, okay? Pull it, and now we're going to pull it back, and you're going to insert the needle one more time. And you're going to hold on to it, and we're going to pull that thread up, and then we're going to get our nifty little scissors here and cut our threads.
I did it.
Yes, you did.
Am I an echo stitcher now?
Yes,
officially?
you are. Okay. So now we're going to
simple.
refine his technique a little bit more, okay? I want you to use the foot a little bit more rather than the lines, okay? So when you're echo stitching, I'm just going to show you right here. I'm just going to do another one just show you how to use your foot. So I want the back of my foot to run along the line here, okay?
I was using the bottom,
Right,
which
yeah.
is why it was now ending up between all my lines.
Yeah, so just use the back of your foot. That's why I wanted to show you. Run across.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Much better.
now we're going to come down just a little bit till the back of my foot, and then we're just going to go back and forth. It puts them a little closer together, but it makes it a little more even as we go. And you'll just go back and forth as you're quilting. Okay? You'll just pull the bottom thread up, really important.
And kind of pull that out.
Yeah, he's got it.
And then how far am I? Oh. I
That's
lost
okay.
it.
Yeah, you lost it, but that's because it's hooked to the bobbin, and that's why. Okay, so now, Don't try to be too anal about this going diagonal. Just come straight down. Yeah, and don't worry about it. Just, yeah, go straight up. Diagonals are tough. It takes a little work and a little more control on your quilt. That's why I wanted you to try them and do them. Nice job.
Thanks. Trying really hard to follow the back of the foot.
Yeah, so make sure that the back of the foot is hitting that line, okay? Now come up and yeah, so come back just a little bit. Now go up this direction. And now come down, now hit the back of the foot, hit it.
It's a real skill. It's a real thing you have to practice and work on.
Right.
Okay.
Turn that off, and we're ready to go to our next one.
I'm almost doing the waves.
Yes,
just
you
naturally,
are.
right?
And that leads us
I'm
right
skipping
into
to the next step,
waves.
everybody. That's what we're doing
we're
here.
just going to do another little box. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just leading this to it. Okay. So there. All right. Here you go. All right. Okay.
Do I need the marker? No, marker.
You can try it without. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to throw a little bit more of a monkey wrench, but the waving lines are a little easier to do because it's hard to keep them nice and straight. Okay. But we'll see if they are, or if they're a little bit more of a challenge to get the waves nice and even. Okay.
You're right.
So I'm going to challenge Devin to go across without marking it at all. Don't do these little tiny bumps
Just
because
little,
you kind of,
I'm
as you're
doing that anyway,
echoing,
right?
if you do tiny, tiny, tiny little bumps as the waves, you'll lose it and it'll start to flatten out and become even.
So something I noticed too is as I'm doing this, I feel like the more confident I am, the more precise the line is. If I'm really getting nervous, that's when I start to get bumpy.
And you're holding onto it so tight that it starts to become really shaky. So loosen up.
Just release your inhibitions.
Take a deep breath and enjoy the process. And just keep practicing, and you will get more and more confident in your stitching abilities. All right, just right along that ditch line to the next one, and we'll just go all the way across, and we'll start here, going from the bottom to the top. We'll
just
really
waves
work
again?
Yeah, we're gonna do the waves. So you're gonna come in and kind of do the waves at the diagonal.
Add a diagonal, okay.
Yeah, add a diagonal.
Should I start at this corner?
Yeah, start at that corner.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna get caught halfway through.
You won't.
Okay, all right. I trust you, you. All right. Am I going this way? Just all the way across?
Yeah, go that way. And sometimes it's easier just start in the middle with the waves. There you go. Look at how good he's doing. And for him, starting in the middle and going across, and then he'll do the top and the bottom, and then he'll right along his stitch line and do the rest of it. Look at, you've mastered it,
I'm doing it, Carla. I'm doing it.
Look how good you're doing.
Miracles happening every day at Echo Lake.
It's a lot of fun too.
I do notice, like if I don't do my waves prominently at the beginning, it gets, they get kind of less and less as you go.
Right.
So you want to start
So you
really
want to,
prominently.
make them prominent, right along that ditch line to get to the other side. Yeah, and it's, I have to admit, Devin's taller, so this frame is really not set for his height. Your frames are, so use them to your advantage. But look how well he's doing, and also he has the added disadvantage of the camera right there. So it's kind of hard for him to see what he's working on.
I kind of like a little bit of the variation too, though. It adds flavor, it adds character to it, right?
So what we're going to do now, after we've done that, I want to teach you a little flower.
So many things I need to learn, really, honestly.
I want to teach you a flower. Okay, I'm starting all over again, okay? You don't have to, but see how the loops work? That was easy, huh?
Yeah.
It was simple. Okay, so I'm starting right here in the middle, and I'm going to start out and come out with a spiral, okay? Then I'm going to hit this 12 o'clock position right here, and I'm just going to come up and around, and I'm going backwards now, the opposite way, and keep practicing. These loops are really a lot of fun and add a nice little element to a design that you have, so you have to come out and around. So what I did is I came up to the 12 o'clock, and then I'll go this other direction. So So let me do it one more time. Because I like these, and these are a lot of fun to do on a quilt, okay?
Again, very
So
therapeutic. You just kind of do the
Right.
one motion, just
right,
continue
and
it
then I'm
on.
going to come back up, and I'm going to come the other direction, which I'm much better at. And then I'm just going to keep going all the way around. I'm going to go around. I'm going to start out here, and I'm just going to start right here. And I'm going to go around and come down and stop. I'm going to go along that ditch line and come around. I'm just going to keep echo stitching all the way around. So then I'm just going to go like that and around.
So where are you connecting in the ditch? Like, are
Yeah,
you doing
so
this
I'm
all as
connecting
one?
in the ditch, and I just
motion?
keep going in the ditch. And notice how you've made that little flower stand out now. Or do you want to draw it first?
I may be getting cocky and not confident,
Okay,
but I'm going to
that's
free
fine.
motion. I'm going to free motion.
Okay,
I'm going to
cool.
try it.
All right, find your center.
Okay.
Did we cut it? Nope, we didn't cut it yet, so let's give it a little tell.
All right.
Let's cut our thread so you can start in the middle, and then you know what to do. We'll pull that thread up. All right, there you go.
Okay, so I'm starting. Does that look middle?
That looks pretty darn good.
Enough? Okay.
Bring your thread up, and we'll pull it. Okay, I'm just going to be his assistant, okay?
I need
I'll
it.
cut
I need
your
all the
threads,
assistance
all
I
right?
can get.
All right, do your little spiral.
Okay.
There you go.
Little spiral, and then I'm just going for it.
Yeah, just go for it.
And then kind of coming around. Oh, that's a big one, but that's
That's
all right.
okay.
Again, it's a character flower.
Yeah, it is. It has a lot of personality.
I think all of us are character flowers at one
Yes.
time or another. So this quilt is for everybody.
Yes.
This for all the characters out there.
One more. All right, and then come back out right there. Come back out right here.
Okay.
Follow along the line, and then just start going around it.
Should
Do your
I come
apple
out
stitch it.
in the middle of it?
Yeah,
or?
just right there.
Okay.
And then start going around
right,
it.
all right.
And now come back this way and keep going. And then go. So you just do it. There you go. Yeah. Now it has a lot of personality. That little
That one
petal
petal.
does, yes. It's a big one. It wanted to stand out.
It did. It wanted the attention
Yes,
that the
it
stitch
did.
draws
That's
the attention
right.
to. It's taking full advantage of the echo stitch.
You can go outside the lines. Yeah. Nice job.
Should I do another round?
Yeah, do another round. So show them. Go back that direction.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I
It's a
think so.
lot of fun, so try it. And the next thing is I'm going to show him what I call raindrops, and it's called a downpour. This is a real fun one to try, but it's not the raindrop with the tip up, it's with the tip down. So it's going to come like this, all right? And then we're going to echo around that, okay? Then you're going to come out from this point here, and you're going to do another one. And you're going to echo around it. Now, we're to this point where I kind of want to make it going facing down. This is a filler design. And see, you have the little space right there, it can go back and forth. So you can just echo to get back out of that, and then I can go back this direction and keep going. And then I just want you to kind of connect them. And if you feel like, oh, hey, I want to come back into this area and fill it in, do one more, all right? And then come out and do one more. And then we'll come out this way, do one more. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you several different feathers to practice. Nice job. Now come in this V, pull a raindrop right there. Yeah, even if it's big, just go for it. Yeah, own that raindrop. And then go up in that V, that open area that's like this. This is where you want to put your raindrops. There you go, you got it.
I'll do some big
Even if
ones,
it's
some little
small
ones.
But see how it's coming together really nicely.
Ooh, I really like this one. This was
is
actually,
a fun one.
this one might be my favorite of them.
Yeah, it's a fun filler design. So if you have an area that you want to have your applique or your design pop, this is a great filler to use. Nice, he's even getting that little hook on it.
I'm pretending there's a ditch and just moving forward.
That's okay. See, he's getting more confident, so he's already coming up with lines and ways to get out of the situation. So, all right, there are several ways to accentuate a feather. So notice that on some of these designs, see how I did this little, I call them the little Taj Mahal petals. I went around it, but I did the little feather design, so I just accentuated it. I was practicing. Here's a little water meander where I used my foot, where you would use your foot as your guide, and then my popcorn. So the popcorn's just really easy for you to do. So the popcorn, you just come around like this, you make a hook, and then you're just going to go make your humps, and you're going to repeat using your foot for the humps. And now you're just going to keep going across, humps, 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 back.
So this one's kind of a variation because you're not following the exact pattern,
Yes,
but
and
you are following your
notice
general lines.
I got a little confused, so I'm just coming back down this way to fill it in. So that one had 2, and I'm going to come down in this area here to pull out of that so I can get back to where I started. Some of them may have 3, some of them may have 4, some may have 2 echoes, and I hit the side of my quilt. But anyway, so while I am showing you a couple of things, I'm having Devin practice a little spiral feather. It kind of looks like a prehistoric one where it comes in with a spiral and it has the little feather humps on it. Feathers are a lot of fun, okay? And there are several different ways to make them. You can start from the top, okay? And you make a teardrop, okay? You make your raindrop, okay? On it, but you want to come halfway up and then do your little heart shape. Halfway up, come down. Now sometimes I will come down my feather, other times I will go up it. Now with the position right here, you just want to make sure that you position it correctly and just go halfway up, and then you want to right along that line and come down. Okay, so now I'm going to go halfway up again and come down. Halfway up and come down. Notice I'm getting in a little spot right here. I just want to pull it down. Okay, so now I'm going to do my echo around it, and I'm going to show you how fun it is to use your foot as your guide and echo around it, and see how it just accentuates my feather as I'm moving around. And you can do as many or as few as you want.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Devin's practiced his little design that he's going to show you, okay? And he's going to start from this point right here.
So, I'm going to kind of come up.
He's going to go around a spiral. And use your foot as your guide. Just come in and use it. There you go. Got it? And then you're going to kind of want to hump around it. So you can just do some little humps on it. Nice job. Little popcorn humps on it.
My friends and I were talking, and we always feel like in the Olympics, they should have an average person do it for comparison.
That's true. It'd be nice.
So that you can really tell like how
Right.
skilled the people are.
Right.
And then at this point, I'm just following along.
Yeah, just
and
follow
I feel
along.
like I'm that person for everyone today. Like,
But
you have
look how
Carla,
good
who's
he's
amazing,
doing.
and you have me, who's just beginning my quilting journey. But we've all got to start somewhere, right?
Yes, we all do.
And again, kind of the bigger it gets, the more you lose the intricacies. So you want to start really detailed, so that you can get as much of that.
And that's the echo effect of it.
As you
Because
go.
that's what's drawing the eye in. The more detailed it is, closer to the design that you're making.
I'll just get my last little corner up here.
All right.
And whew, there we go.
I'm just going to show you one more
Okay.
way to make your feathers and to accentuate them. So I'm just going to come down here and branch out from the bottom here. And so I want you to try the feathers several different ways, okay? I'm going to come back down on my line. I've made my stem. And I don't care because that stem, I can fill it in with some pebbles. Okay, so you can, I'm going to do one side one way and another side the other way. So I'm going to come in from this part and come in like this. Go around. I've been practicing my feathers a long time, and it's hard when you can't see what's going on, but see, as I'm going down, I'm trying to make that little teardrop on it. And don't be too anal about it, okay? All right, and then I'm just gonna make that teardrop there. And now this other way, I'm gonna come back down. I'm going to come around this way, but I'm going to come in from the top rather than the bottom. So notice this. I'm just going to come out right here and start moving around it. And then, as I go around it once or twice, then I could add pebbles to it. On this row right here, I could do some pebbles to really accentuate that part of it. Or I could do some up-down, some little loops. I can go in and fill my design out. Or I could just start echoing around this whole quilt. But I'm going to come over here, start doing some spirals. So spirals are a nice little filler as well. And you just use it and keep going. You can make them as dense as you want. Now, just enjoy echo stitching. It's a lot of fun. And just practice it. You saw how good Devin was?
If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I'm at the very bottom, so,
Yeah,
it only gets better from here, right?
Yeah, it does. We at the Grace Company are always constantly, how can we help the quilters get better skilled at what they love to do? There's our free motion starter kit. It will get you started and jumping into quilting. It has some simple designs that you can expound and use. It really just gets you familiar with your frame and your machine. So that is the 9-piece foot set. It has 3 different sizes of the Echo feet. It's a great one to get to know and love and use. You can make your distance a little larger, really large if you had a baby quilt that you wanted to go across and keep your spacing of your design the same and even. This would be a nice foot to use. You get 3 sizes of the Echo feet. A large, a medium, and a small. Now it comes with a special foot. This foot here, it comes with this foot and you put these feet on, so, okay? And that's what the foot would look like. So as you're moving along, see how it's going to space your design nice and accurately because you're using your foot as your guide. I have our Quilt Perfect ruler set, and it has this nifty little foot right here that if you want to repeat your stitches, man, it goes around the squares and makes them nice and square. This is near and dear to my heart, this Wonder Foot. So you get this lens that has the crosshairs. Really probably not the best one for echo quilting because you're going along, but it really does help you keep you in the ditch. And if you wanted to repeat your crosshair design or your ditch design, that's the one that you'd use, stitching in the ditch. Now, we've got a 1/4 inch foot, which really helps you mark in on 1/4 inch and keep going around your quilt. And as you move, notice the foot moves. It's 360. So it's very neat, very cool. And it also, this is great for straight lines. Then, if you're doing more circles and you want beautiful, beautiful spirals and circles, this is the one to use. This little circle one. It really makes, this foot just makes your circles more circular and beautiful as you're quilting and moving along. Because it has this little spring right here that springs down onto your fabric, just like a regular presser foot. You know, you can never have too many pairs of shoes. Well, you can never have too many feet to change out and use how you wanted to use. So, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for teaching me something new. We'll see you next time at Echo Lake, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your summer camp.
We'll see ya.